It's so hard to believe, but we have been established as an organization now for 20 years this year. And in light of that sweet milestone, we invited our founders to come back together as a family and reminisce about the early days and how faithful God has been since the very beginning, as we invite you in on this journey to look back, but also look ahead to all that God still has in store for Dogwood Ranch.
In my mind, I had a vision what I thought would be this dream, this ranch for kids, a safe place.
Yeah.
To teach them how to be responsible, a safe haven for them, but just a home.
When you were young, we used to call it Second Chance Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we had, it was an official name, but that was our name, our personal name for what we knew that was the dream. And it was like, because I knew God had put that dream on his heart, then it became my dream too.
And you said to me, Mom, someday I'm going to own a ranch. I'm going to have a ranch, and it's going to have horses, and it's going to have kids. And I said, what? I mean, we were California people. We were city people. We had never lived on a ranch.
When Brian and I started having those conversations about his heart to do something with kids and ranch and troubled youth and, that kind of thing. And I was thinking, oh man, number one, pretty sure this guy's for me. And number two, this is totally what my mom and dad have been talking about off and on for all of these years. And so that was a real sweet moment, even just personally for me, to just watch the Lord bring two puzzle pieces together that just started to fit very beautifully.
Your dad and I had talked so many times about moving out of California, and he was always against it. It was like, no, I'm going to stay in California for the rest of my life. I'll never move out of California. And then when this whole opportunity came about, it was like he just said, I think we should move to Missouri. And I was like, what? I knew that was God.
He taught me love people. My gosh, he loved people. He would give the shirt off his back for anyone. And that really, really instilled in my heart that's what this life is all about.
Babe, we fostered for like 15 years.
Oh, turned our lives upside down.
It's interesting when I think back about those years, I kind of don't know how we did it. I remember people saying while we were in it, how are you guys doing all of this? And we're like, I don't know, we're just doing it. It's like our life every day. But really, when I look back, now that we're out of it, I also don't know how we did it, but it was beautiful while we were in it. There were a lot of really sweet highlights with a lot of our girls and some really hard moments too, We had always said that redemption is real with the Lord, but we didn't always see it quickly in our home, And I think that, when I think back at how many lives really were redeemed from having a beautiful, not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, very chaotic and messy home life, but it was a home life. Like it was such a blessing. We were able to really provide stability where they knew where they were waking up the next morning. And the Lord used that, the power of family, to really redeem so many of those girls' lines. And I think looking back, that's the thing that I remember. And I think that's the thing that will probably mark me the most from our time fostering, is that redemption is real.
A wonderful part of that was giving the sense of belonging, not just the sense, but that they actually belonged, because that walked hand in hand with redemption. They couldn't see themselves as redeemed until they saw themselves as loved. And no matter how hard the struggle, no matter how hard the kid, when they got that.
Yeah, it changed everything.
100%.
Yeah.
It's so incredible the way the Lord has specifically brought these kids to us, and they become family. I think that's what makes us so unique. as that we don't just care for them while they're
It's good.
in our homes. We're their forever family.
Yeah.
And I think that has been the real strength of Dogwood.
It's so fun, isn't it, to think about in the early days when we were just brainstorming and kind of throwing some ideas out about how we thought Dogwood would look. And then it's been so awesome to watch the Lord really kind of unlock and unfold his plan and heart for Dogwood and where we're at right now. And I think that it's been beautiful to see that the components, the foundational pieces are still there, but how it actually turned out, has been different. And to look where the Lord has brought Dogwood as an organization and as a nonprofit now with, transitional living up and going and our equine therapy program up and going and getting ready to break ground on the village soon and where all that is going to land. Like, it's just beautiful to see how the Lord has been faithful. We are finally getting ready to break ground on the village, which has felt like such a far off thing for so many years. I always say there's a lot of zeros behind that budget, so it's been a little intimidating to really think about it come into fruition. But here we are, and the Lord has provided every step of the way so far, and we're getting ready to jump in and watch him provide even more.
That can be daunting when you think about this portion of it, right? But when you look back and you say the whole thing's daunting and God shows up, so why wouldn't we expect him to do the same?
Yeah.
He will.
What we were able to do in our own home, we're going to be able to do in 7 homes now and really replicate the power of family. And I think that model that we're establishing for the village is going to be so important because I think it's going to provide really that ongoing support and really be able to launch families into a place of long commitment with really tough kids. Because at the end of that, you have created an environment where kids get to heal. And very few of them do in the way that things are set up right now in the system. And so I think that this is really going to be very transformational. And I'm not going to be surprised if in years to come, as we really see this work, because family does work in healing kids, I think we're going to see it start exploding. I think other people are going to be catching the vision and really trying to do the same thing. We are so humbled and so thankful that God has entrusted this vision of Dogwood Ranch to us. And we are so thankful to be able to do it with our community. This one thing I know, we couldn't have done it without you. Between your prayers, your support, your love, encouragement, and your dollars, this vision has truly come to life. And we are so looking forward to the future and all that God has for us. There's something in me that says the best truly is yet to come, friends.